So, Tahir, 30 years is a long time.
The world's a very big place for two people to cross paths, unless you intentionally search for someone.
But we cross paths. So, will you be returning to teaching?
Hopefully. They say I should know which school I'll be teaching at in a few days.
So, how long are you going to breathe in chalk dust?
As long as I can breathe.
Okay, well, what if I could get you to work for the good of the country?
I'm already working for the good of the country.
But you could be doing so much more.
Zainab, I'm sorry for your loss. I'm sorry to hear about your mother and father. I'm sure you miss them both very much. Zainab, do you remember anything from that day? It's
Zainab.
okay.
Zainab.
It's okay. It's over now. You're okay. You're
Zainab.
okay.
Zainab.
You're okay.
Hello, sir.
We just got some orders from high up. They want us to bring in Tahir Mutlu for questioning.
Why is that?
Because Erdogan Coşkun wrote that story on him. So they're considering Tahir Mutlu as the prime suspect.
But, sir, this is a mistake. That can't possibly be true.
Welcome, my friend.
I've got bad news. Erdogan Coşkun was killed today.
Oh. May he rest in peace. What's going to happen now?
Well, I need to bring you in for questioning. This doesn't look like much of a place for an office. Hello? Hello? Hello? Hello? Oh.
Did you speak with the reporter Erdogan Coşkun at all after he wrote the story about you?
No. Not before or after the story.
Could someone who knows you or supports what you stand for have committed this crime in your name? Because they were upset over the story.
Anyone who knows me would know that I would be against something like this with all of my heart. Any decent person would feel the same way about this.
You only discussed Erdogan Coşkun with 3 people, isn't that correct? Your friends İsat Yılmaz, İhsan Sönmez, and Armen Tarık.
That's right. And because Tarık was suspicious about the story, he had planned to meet Erdogan Coşkun. But then he was killed. Please don't be offended at what I'm going to say. But I don't believe I did anything that required that I be questioned. Am I right?
Excuse me?
I'll be right back.
All right, sir.
What is it?
They sent these over from the district. They're the letters Tahir Mutlu wrote and received from others when he was overseas.
How the heck did they come up with these letters so quickly?
Good news, sir. The letters have been sent to the organized crime unit.
That's good. That'll put more heat on Tahir Mutlu. You know what you need to do now, Assad.
I'll get right on it, sir.
Papa, you really ought to come inside now.
There's no news from Tahir, is there?
I just finished talking with Semi. Tahir's still at the station.
Where's Tariq? Why hasn't he called?
I don't know. He didn't tell anyone where he was going. The guys down at the station have been trying to reach him too. But he's not answering his cell phone.
Where the hell am I? Yeah.
So when do we start?
We start when we get the word.
Tariq, it's a lot of calls. Should I answer it? Hey, I could take a message.
Come on, you're not a secretary, are you?
Do you think they got these from the people you sent them to?
There are letters here that were written to me, but that I never received. When it comes to the ones I wrote, I believe they were intercepted before they reached the intended persons.
Well, why do you think someone would be intercepting all of your letters?
If that's so, shouldn't I be the one asking that question? I'm just a private citizen and a spokesman for the people. Everything that I say, think, or write about is all out in public. It seems to me that some dark power is trying to link me to a conspiracy.
That may be so, but why would anyone want to set you up like this?
If they wanted me out of the picture, they would have killed me a long time ago. They obviously want to keep me around in the public eye. But they're determined to discredit me or make me compromise my beliefs.
Excuse me again. I'll be right back. Connect me to the chief of police. No, not his voicemail. Niloufer, what's wrong?
I haven't been able to reach Tariq for hours. I keep calling his cell phone, but he doesn't answer.
I can't reach him either.
I'm so worried about him.
Hold on there. You know Tariq. He probably got busy with something. He might not even have his cell phone on him.
We were supposed to meet 2 hours ago. He always calls when he can't make it.
Come on. You're overreacting. If you're going to marry Tariq, you might as well know what he's like. When he's involved in an investigation, he can forget things like this. You should just go home, and I'll call you as soon as I hear from him.
I would rather stay here.
A police station? You can't relax here. Go on home. Why didn't you inform me about Tariq earlier?
You were in questioning, and I didn't want to bother you.
Don't leave the poor girl alone. Have someone take her home.
Yes, sir.
Shevket here. Connect him. You should know, sir, that I've completed Tahir Mutlu's questioning. If there is nothing else, I'd like to let him go home. Excuse me, sir, but we haven't had any actual grounds to detain him. I understand, Chief. All right. Mr. Mutlu, you'll be happy to know that I'm done with my questioning. But I'll need to detain you here a little while longer.
Why must you do that?
A different department is going to be taking over the investigation.
All right. They've just finished questioning Tahir Mutlu, sir.
Make sure Tunjia receives these changes. Make sure he has them before the paper goes to print.
As you wish, sir.
After that, go take care of that meddlesome cop. I have other things I need you to do.
So one of them is in police custody. The other is God knows where. I pray to God they're both safe.
Amen.
Amen.
I'm not content to stay at home and pray for their well-being. I'm going to go check things out.
We're not keeping you. Go out if you want to. If you learn anything, call us.
I will.
What's going on?
They're waiting for you.
Who is? I need to use the bathroom.
You just thought of that now?
I faxed you about it earlier, but no one responded.
You better make it quick. Better make it quick. Stop! Stay where you are!
What's up? Did you hear from him yet?
No news, sir. And now his phone's off.
Where the heck was Tarek going?
He was investigating the house where they locked up Tahir. According to the lady that owns the place, Tarek went to the address of the renters. Fark checked it out too. But he didn't find anything.
They'll pay if they even lay a hand on him. Niloufer? Why didn't you go home?
I just couldn't. If there really wasn't anything wrong, Tark would have called me by now.
Never mind what we were just talking about. We tend to get emotional sometimes. We're under stress. Tarek's under a lot of stress too.
His job's getting more and more dangerous. Can you please talk to him and tell him to stop chasing whatever he's after? I want him to settle down and raise a family.
I promise I'll talk to him about that. Now, please let me drop you off at home. Look, I'm leaving too. If there was something to worry about, would I be leaving? Okay? I'm going to drop off Niloufer. Then I'll be going home. If you hear from Tarek, let me know.
I will. But sir, what about Tahir? The phones at the station have been ringing off the hook. People want to know when he'll be released.
I can't give them any answers about this. Another department's taking over everything. That's why I'm going home now. I can't just stand by and watch this circus.
Hey, looks like I win this round.
Way to go, man. You really pulled yourself out of that losing streak.
You could say that again, man.
Can you turn up the volume, man?
Come on, it's just the news. Let's play.
Turn it up some more.
Is still being held at the precinct. Police Captain Shavket Yeet, who is heading the questioning, has just left the building. An authority has been quoted saying that even though Tahir Mutlu has only been in the country for a short time, the recent violent incidents connected to his name have been alarming. For a full report, tune into our 10 o'clock news broadcast.
I thought this Tahir Mutlu was supposed to be a good guy, but now I don't know.
What do you know about him, huh?
Nothing. But the cops wouldn't take him in for no reason. He must be up to no good, you know?
You're so ignorant. They just want to question him. He's not under arrest.
You're defending him? What are you supposed to be, his lawyer?
You got a problem, man? Huh? Huh? You want to step outside, huh? Huh?
Why are you getting so bent out of shape?
Because I won't take this bunk. That man was my teacher. Tahir Mutlu is a hero.
What a great teacher. Just look how his student turned out. Oh,
come
boy.
on, guys.
He sure taught you well.
Tahir Mutlu, you're free to go. We're done here.
Thank you. You can go now.
You're welcome, sir.
I had to pull a lot of strings, you know. But at last I convinced him to let you go. It's done now.
I'm grateful. But why did you want me out? According to that file in your hands, shouldn't you also want to question me?
Tahir Mutlu. I'd like to work with you for the good of this country. You see what's going on. You know it's just going to get worse. Help me, and I can help you. And I don't believe a word in that file.
Then tell me, why are you trying to use that file as a bargaining chip? Good day, sir. You know the facts. They asked me to come here for questions. I answered them to the best of my ability. That's all.
Did you know Erdogan Coşkun?
I only knew of him, but we never got a chance to meet. I pray he may rest in peace. God bless his loved ones. If you are asking about the murder of Mr. Coşkun, I just have to say that I'm a person who believes that killing one person is like killing the whole of humanity. What else can I say?
What about the allegations stating that when you were out of the country, you plotted against the government?
I'm more than just a citizen. My heart, my mind, my very soul are infused within the soil of this country. All my ancestors are buried underneath this soil. If someone wants to accuse me of working against the good of this country, then they should first show evidence that I've ever acted against peace in this country or abroad. Good night and good luck.
Tahir. I hope you're all right. They didn't tell us anything inside. We've been trying to reach Tariq, but we can't. We've been waiting out here for you for hours now.
Isn't Tariq still inside?
When the questioning started, he left the police station. No one knows where he is now.
Good morning. I'm sorry for any inconvenience. But trust me, we're treating you better than you deserve.
What the hell do you want from me?
That's simple. We want you to use your head. Look, everybody loves this country as much as you do. The only difference is that you're very stubborn and will do anything for this country. Do you understand me now?
You mean for the benefit of the company?
The company. Do you actually believe it exists? Or in other words, do you have any evidence to prove the existence of this organization?
So I give up what I've got, and you guys bury me, huh? I thought you guys were more professional than that.
So you like to cast aspersions on the ones who are working for the good of the people. But you'll sing praises to radicals like Tahir Mutlu who are good for nothing. Some patriot you are.
I think you got your facts backwards, pal.
That's only because you don't know the true face of Tahir Mutlu.
Don't worry about me. I'm doing just fine right now. Take care. I'll see you soon. Good night. Come on.
In the past, it was someone else. Today, it's you, Tahir. Who knows who it's going to be tomorrow? They always pick the most trustworthy people as their targets. They either try to convert them, or more often than not, they simply destroy them. How much longer will the people of this country be fooled by these criminals?
You can't oppress the people for a very long time. One day they'll break free.
I'm not that hopeful.
Faith brings hope to the doubtful heart. Hopelessness wastes life. One can only be truly alive as long as he has hope and belief. It's beyond the biological facts of life. It's a spiritual fact, my friend.
You're correct. All I see is a bunch of people that don't see what's going on. They don't notice the games they're caught up in. So, how are things going to change?
With only one thing, education.
Please rest assured, I'll call you as soon as I hear something. Don't worry, I'll call you. Take care. Goodbye.
I made you some herbal tea. It'll relax you.
Thanks, dear.
You're welcome. Have you heard from Tarek?
No, and that's why Niloufer is such a nervous wreck. And I know exactly what Tarek went off looking for. I should have stopped him. It's been hours and still no word from him at all. I'm worried, too.
And so, you still doubt my word?
I already heard all those made-up stories. Maybe someone who doesn't know him would believe those lies. But I've known Tahir Mutlu my entire life, ever since I was a kid.
One day, Tarek, you're going to see the truth. But I hope you're not too late.
Are you done?
This is your last warning. You either shape up or you ship out. We can work together in the future. But if you keep up this stubbornness of yours, someone will get hurt, and it could be someone that you love.
So, we're building a school.
Education is the only way, son. One becomes an enemy to things that he does not know or understand. Ignorance brings out hatred, revenge, and violence. Animosity and ignorance can be cured.
A school, huh?
A school. For years now, you've given out hundreds of scholarships. So doesn't this make sense? You could help so many by building a school.
You know, Tahir, if anyone else went through what you just did, he would have given up by now and left the problem for someone else to fix.
There is no one else, my friend. It's just us. The falsehoods of others have nothing to do with what we can do for the people. We have to do all that we can.
Then we'll try, my friend. Hopefully we'll succeed.
Come on. There. I hope that knocks some sense into your head.
I'm not gonna give up, no matter what. Hi, Nilafair.
Tarek? Tarek, how are you?
I'm alright.
My God, I was so worried about you. Where are you? Why didn't you answer your phone when I called?
I just forgot to bring my cell phone with me. I'm really sorry. Nilafair, what are you doing outside at this hour?
I've been repeatedly calling Shevket all night long, but I didn't want to bother him anymore. So I decided to come outside and speak with the officers stationed out here. Well, thank God I'm finally able to hear your voice. Where are you?
Look, can we talk about this later, Nilafair? It's been kind of a rough night, okay?
Uh-huh. I get the picture. We'll discuss it later.
Look, don't misunderstand me.
I understand you perfectly. Okay, I'll call you later.
Okay, thanks.
Don't worry. Goodbye.
Hello?
Hello, sir. It's me, Tarek.
Tarek? Are you okay, son?
I'm okay.
Where are you now? Should I come there?
No, don't do that. I'm just fine. I just wanted to check in with you, so you wouldn't have to worry about me anymore.
Okay. I'm glad you're alive. We'll talk soon.
The mystery behind the Erdogan Coşkun murder remains unsolved. Erdogan Coşkun's funeral will be held at the North Central Cemetery this afternoon. Tahir Mutlu, who was brought into the organized crime unit for questioning regarding the
Could
Erdogan
Ihsan have gone to
murder,
see
was released
Tariq?
earlier today. Tahir
All right.
Mutlu, who made a statement
Thanks so
to
much for your
reporters
help.
after his release, stated
Please
that
give
taking
my
the life
warmest
of Mehmet
regards to
Aziz
Muzayn and
Tarman
Yasemin. I'll see you soon.
Not home, I guess.
Hello, sir.
Hello?
My name's Tahir. Tahir Asherek. Do you remember me?
Yes, indeed. Of course I do.
And this is Davut, a friend of mine.
It's good to see you. Please, come in.
No, that's okay. I saw you on TV and wanted to stop by. You know, just to say hello, right?
I'm glad. Please, come inside.
Huh?
He turned out to be more stubborn than I thought. If it was anybody else, they would have given up by now.
And we keep screaming at the top of our lungs about Erdogan and making allegations blaming Tahir Mutlu, but nobody believes us.
Because we're wasting our time. Supposedly we were going to wear him down and then he'd come to work for us. Then we would force him to make a few statements and chaos would break out. Huh? But what happened? We got shot down because Tahir Mutlu's not like the others. He's absolutely dedicated to whatever he believes. This guy won't let himself be used. Or let down the people who support him. Just listen to the statements he makes after each incident. He never loses his cool and...
Thank you for sharing your thoughts with us.
Excuse me, but I wasn't finished yet.
But I'm done listening. The meeting's adjourned.
Tariq Yeet. What are we going to do about that cop, sir?
Make a reservation with the bookseller. If that policeman keeps looking into our books, we'll write the last chapter on his girlfriend. Have you taken care of everything for Erdogan Coşkun's funeral?
I certainly have, sir. Tahir Mutlu's ears will be burning tomorrow.
Tahir Mutlu.
When that old guy said that, I just froze. I said to myself, he's right, you know. That's not what my teacher taught me. So I made up my mind to find you.
I'm glad you found me. I'm glad to hear this. Do you still get together with your old friends from school?
No, not really. I lost touch with my classmates. I kind of took a different direction in life.
So, what do you do now?
Actually, I'm not very busy. How can I say it? I kind of hang out with Davut here.
So you are old friends with Mr. Davut?
Huh?
Huh?
Who's Mr. Davut?
Isn't your friend's name Davut?
Ah, when you said Mr., it threw me off. See, no one ever calls us that.
You're not used to formalities. Excuse me one moment. Hello there. Ah, thank you, Ihsan. Of course. Where are you? Okay, I'll see you.
You were always my favorite teacher back in school.
I'm in no rush. You don't need to go. If you gentlemen like, I can take you to lunch.
We
don't
can't
want
let
to
you
bother
do that.
you, sir. No.
Excuse me.
How
Do
may
you
I
know where the
help you?
patient in room 347 is? She's not there.
Girl?
I checked her room. She's gone. Where could she be?
She's sitting right over there.
Who could that be? Is it Yasemin? Who's she talking to?
Are you ready for the entrance exam for that private school? Bahadur told me you're taking classes for it. Everybody believes that you're going to do great on the test. Your brother says you're sure to get in. I believe he's right. So what do you think?
Hello, Yasemin. How are you?
Good. I'm just about finished up here.
How's my sister?
Fine, but there's no improvement. Come on, Zainab. Why don't you go to your room and study for a while?
Study what?
She's preparing for those entrance exams.
I can drop you off at home if you're leaving now.
No, thanks. I've got a ride.
Yasemin, is there a problem?
No, nothing. I've just got a lot of things that I need to take care of. If only you knew how I dreamed about you for years. But now when I'm finally this close, you're unreachable.
Nilofer? What are you doing here?
I wanted to see you before you started work.
You didn't have to come all the way out here, sweetheart.
I had to see you in person, Tarek. I was so worried last night. I couldn't get any sleep at all.
I'm such a lucky guy.
What is it?
I need you to get a ticket for a friend of mine. She might be going to visit her mother.
When's she going?
It's not certain yet. When I know for sure, I'll call you so you can get her a ticket.
Okay.
Excuse me, ma'am. I applied for a scholarship. They said I needed to speak with you first.
Yes, of course. Glad to meet you. Please have a seat.
Even though they didn't acknowledge it, this was the first time I'd made contact with the company.
You're right, but you almost got killed.
I'm not scared for myself, but for the people around me. Anyway, they finally revealed themselves to us. It's clear that they're a disciplined and organized group. It's clear to me that the people who took me for that ride are the ones trying to discredit Tahir. What do you think?
I just don't know. Things are so confusing these days. I feel like I don't know anything for sure anymore.
Don't tell me that you're suspicious of Tahir too.
Tarek, we're the police. We can't rule out anything. But this doesn't mean that Tahir's guilty either. If he's innocent, then it's an important part of our job to prove that. The Tree of Life Society has a hearing this morning. The Department of the Interior wants Suzanne Seigener removed from her position on the board. They think she's responsible for a lot of unaccounted money.
Do you think anything will come of it?
We'll have to wait and see.
We found nothing in Erdogan Joshkun's house.
Did you question his widow?
She doesn't know anything. She was so overwhelmed with the funeral preparations. If need be, we'll go back. Now we're going to the newspaper.
Keep a low profile. Listen, you should take those people's threats seriously.
I'll meet you there. I want to go see Tahir Mutlu first. I didn't get to speak to him after we brought him into the precinct.
I lay awake all night last night, thinking about how we could open a school as soon as possible. Then the first thing this morning, a friend called me about the school. Construction had begun, but the funding had run out before it was complete. The building has a few minor things that need to be taken care of, but it's in good condition. It just needs a little work.
Ihsan, this is truly wonderful news. God has blessed you.
I say we start finishing the building right away. With a few hardworking people, we can have this building ready in about 2 weeks.
What do you say?
Excuse me, what did you say?
He's asking us if we want to do some work.
Ah. Is that right? Why didn't he say so? I don't see why not. Let's do it.
Thank you.
Who'd we put in that school where Tahir Mutlu will be teaching?
I haven't gotten that information yet, sir.
Excuse me. There's a gentleman waiting for you inside.
In my office?
That's right, sir.
Get the name from Suzanne.
As you wish, sir.
Chairman, the company needs to meet with you.
Tell me when.
In precisely half an hour.
All right.
I'll let them know.
I spoke with Suzanne. There's a social studies teacher they're in contact with who they want to place inside Tahir Mutlu's school. She expects he'll be in place within a few days.
Keep me posted.
I'll do that, sir.
Mr. Mutlu.
Oh, good to see you, Tarek.
Will you be working here?
Hopefully. I've come to drop off my paperwork. All of us were very worried about you last night. What happened to you?
I followed some leads on a couple of addresses connected to the house you were locked up in. Next thing I know, I find myself in a room with my legs and hands chained up.
I didn't know that it was that serious.
Not a lot of people know. I'm keeping a lid on it.
I understand.
I'm glad you do. I'm sorry I had to bring you in like that.
Yesterday, both of us were doing our duty. Your duty was to take me into the precinct, and my duty was to answer questions. There's nothing more to it.
Maybe we should go speak to Mehmet Aziz Tarman. It's obvious who's been harassing you. They're agents of the company. He might be able to help us out.
Mehmet Aziz Tarman won't help us until I give him what he wants.
The elimination of Erdogan Joshkun solved a lot of problems for us. It taught crusading idiots like him a lesson. And it threw the blame on those so-called patriotic citizens. It also caused tension between the two groups. Congratulations.
He had to go. He was about to uncover our drug connections and our funding of terrorist organizations.
We've put out contracts on reporters and politicians before, and even that professor. But this assassination really made a statement, and it's also laid a foundation for our future operations. It's the dawn of a new age. Because from now on, our operations are going to be different. We need bold actions.
Erdogan Joshkun was a very good target. But to keep the fire burning under this operation, we need to go further. We must choose a good scapegoat.
I agree. I thought Tahir Mutlu would be perfect.
Mr. Tarman, this country needs to be faced with a greater threat.
We are talking about huge companies, organizations, even other countries that we need to manipulate. Our goals are bigger than you think.
I'll work on it and inform you of my findings as soon as possible. Excuse me?
How are you?
I'm fine.
So what's up?
There isn't anything we can use in his computer. But someone was on his computer. Right at the time he was supposed to meet with you.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm. Of course I am. All operation systems show the times when you're logged on and off of a computer. Just around the time he was planning to meet with you, someone was logged on, probably deleting files.
If that's the case, can you recover the deleted files?
I'm really trying, but I haven't gotten anywhere yet. If we knew the names of the files, it might be easier.
Do you think someone at the newspaper did it?
I asked security to give me a list of the names of everyone in the building at the time.
How's it going?
Tunjir Chetan, editor-in-chief.
Nice to meet you. Tahir Mutlu. Can I ask you a few questions?
My pleasure.
First, I want to offer my condolences.
Thank you very much, Lieutenant.
Did Erdogan Coşkun ever mention being threatened?
No, he didn't.
He was researching a group called The Company. Did that cause trouble?
Oh, no. He never had a problem with that.
Well, anyone who ever investigated the company was silenced in one way or another. Why do you think they would leave Mr. Coşkun alone?
Maybe because there isn't such a group or thing.
That's not what Mr. Coşkun thought, I guess.
Well, I guess. Unfortunately, Erdogan passed away before he could prove his theory.
Do you know where Mr. Coşkun kept his records on the company?
Aren't they on his computer?
That's what we thought too. But even though he was researching them for the longest time, there isn't even a single file about them on there anywhere.
Oh, really? That's a shock.
Well, sir, that's all then.
Good day. Lieutenant, I don't want to pry into police business, but why are you focusing so much on the company? You do know that he also wrote a story about Tahir Mutlu.
And do you think he's involved?
There were protests and raids against the newspaper. It all seems to add up nicely to me.
You have my word. We haven't forgotten about Tahir Mutlu. Thank you again.
We were all upset about the recent events. It's very sad that they would try to connect your good name with such awful things. At least, they didn't prevent you from continuing teaching.
Thank God for that.
Ah, Sinan. I was just about to introduce Mr. Mutlu to the faculty.
Oh, introductions. You don't have to worry about that, sir. I'll take care of it.
Thank you, Sinan. I appreciate that. Take care.
It was nice meeting you.
Welcome to our school. My name is Sinan. I teach social studies.
Nice meeting you.
Likewise. This way.
Thousands turned out at the funeral for the slain reporter Erdogan Coşkun. Protesters cried out for justice. Close to 1,000 police officers were on duty during the funeral. There are no new leads into the Erdogan Coşkun murder case. Tahir Mutlu, who was brought into the organized crime unit for questioning, was released. Mr. Mutlu just recently returned to the country.
You did a nice job with the funeral.
Thank you. It was quite impressive. Tahir Mutlu was at the paper asking questions today. I don't know, but it doesn't look like he's going to back off.
I say. Suzanne, confirm the girl's ticket tonight.
Anyone could have gotten into his office and messed with his computer. I don't think we'll get anywhere like that.
But there aren't many people who can kill a guy that way. If it's their same assassin and we can catch him, we can figure out everything.
I wish it was that easy. It's not like the guy's sitting around screaming, "Come get me, I'm over here."
How's it going, man?
I'm good. And you?
The same. We were in the neighborhood. I was just waiting to meet Nilüfer later.
Where'd you come from?
Erdogan Coşkun's office. You must have heard about him.
I did. It's tragic.
It's a great life you got here, man. No guns, no blood, no TV reporters hounding you. Sometimes I really envy you, Nedim.
You got a place here if you ever decide to quit.
Thank God we've got you. Who else will we discuss our troubles with?
I think you forgot about someone.
Hello, boys.
Hey, you got here quick.
I came running right away when you called.
How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, thanks.
You remember Nedim, right?
Hello.
It's good to see you.
Ready to go? I'll see you guys.
Take care.
Don't be late. We still have to give the boss our report.
Bye.
Okay.
What's wrong with you, man?
I'm fine.
Excuse Nedham for the way he was acting. I don't know where his mind is at.
Oh, it's okay. I know his personality now. You know something? I actually feel closer to him than I do to Semi.
Yeah, I do too, actually. So what's up with you?
Not much. Thanks to you, in the last 2 days, I've got a bunch of gray hair.
I'm sorry I worried you. I think the best thing to do is just not talk about it.
What? You're not going to tell me anything?
Look, Niloufer, can we just close the subject?
Okay, I'm going then. There are a few little things I have to do before tonight.
Where are you going?
To see your Aunt Mosean. She's sick, and I haven't had the chance to go visit her. I thought I could drop by this afternoon.
You're so good.
I don't know about that. If I'm supposed to be so good, why don't you tell me anything then? You're just like your friend Nedham.
Why don't we catch a movie tonight? How about it?
Sorry, I'm busy tonight.
Okay then, I'm out of here.
Keep it.
Please, have some.
You didn't have to bring everything out here. I could have come inside.
That's okay. I was tired of being cooped up inside anyway. It's good to be outdoors.
Tarek talks about you all the time, but we didn't get a chance to talk at our engagement.
You're right. I'm glad you came.
I've got you, your mother, and Turkan here to talk to, so why shouldn't I come?
Tarek's very lucky to have someone like you. You make a nice couple.
He's actually the lucky one to have a family like this. What I would give to have a family like you.
Well, you're a part of our family now.
Niloufer's ticket money. She needs to go tonight. It needs to be done in a way to teach Tarek a lesson. Straight to the heart, one shot.
Hello, Suzanne. I met him. He's starting tomorrow.
Very good. Stay close to him.
I don't know how I could possibly do this to you. But I don't have any other choice.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Goodbye now.
Excuse me, sir. Here's the Erdogan Joshkun report I was working on.
Please sit down.
Is there any news on the Suzanne Seigener hearing?
She didn't actually show up herself. Her lawyer said that there must have been a mix-up in the books, or there could be some funny business involved. Unfortunately, they had a scapegoat. They threw the entire blame on that dead accountant.
On Farid Arman?
I think the time has come for us to take some very decisive action.
What do you mean?
Yesterday was a very bad day for us. They told us to bring in Tahir Mutlu for questioning, and we did. Even though we kept it hush-hush, someone informed the press about it. And all of a sudden, some letters materialized. I still don't know how they got them. It's a complete mystery. When the questioning was complete, some people showed up here saying that I was off the case and that they were taking over. Then I heard that they even let Mr. Mutlu go. I'm the head of the organized crime unit. And now at this Suzanne Saigoner hearing, they're just sitting in their perches. They're just sitting there laughing at us.
So, what are you planning to do?
To do things quieter, more intense, and much more forcefully. I'm going to establish a special team for the company. Then I'm going to go after those bastards. I don't care who they are, and no matter how high up it goes.
I think that's great news, sir.
This isn't news. It's an operation. No one should know for now. Especially for your safety, Tarek.
Mom, why are you up?
Because I was worried about you. How are you?
I'm fine, Mom. Really, I am. I'm happy that Tarek's engaged. He deserves somebody like Niloufer.
The food is really good here.
That's why I brought you here, so you can learn to make me this at home.
Oh, is that an order, Lieutenant?
No matter how hard a day I've had, I forget all about it when you're beside me. I hope we're always this happy.
Hopefully for an entire lifetime.
Service is great. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Do you want to go home for a cup of tea?
As long as I'm with you, Niloufer, I'll even drink that green tea you love.
Oh, I wouldn't make you suffer through that again.
Straight to the heart. One shot.
Niloufer!